Hi, I'm Chelsea Evans. I'm a furniture artist, and today I'm going to show you some really cool things from Redesign with Prima. Today I'm going to show you Redesign with Prima's decoupage papers. These are really amazing, beautiful designs, and there's a large variety. So the first thing that I really love about Redesign with Prima's decoupage papers is the quality of the paper. It's not thin like other decoupage papers sometimes are, and it's kind of like a mesh. And so it's going to allow whatever you're using to apply it with to kind of come through, and it's going to prevent bubbles, rips, tears, and wrinkles. So it's perfect for that. The other thing I love is you can use the entire sheet. You can cut it into pieces, or some of them piece together to create a larger decoupage paper. So let's try it out. I'm going to be using Redesign with Prima's decoupage paper on this project. This is just a board I found. I added some boards to the top and bottom and a string. This is going to be perfect to add some strings to. I can clip on family pictures, recipes, just about anything. But I love using the decoupage paper on the inside of drawers or on the fronts of drawers. So this is a great way to show you how you can use it either way. Okay, I've already applied 2 pieces of decoupage paper to the bottom so that you guys can see what it looks like totally dry. And then I have another piece that I'm going to add up to the top so I can show you how to use it. This is the Peach Damask decoupage paper. I love this decoupage paper because it is so durable and really easy to work with. I don't have to worry about getting bubbles or tears in it. It's like magic. So there's a few things that you're going to need to apply the decoupage paper. You're going to need a brush, scissors, and I like to use Wiesel varnish when I apply the decoupage papers. You can also use Mod Podge if you like, or any type of adhesive that will dry clear, okay? The other thing that I like to tell people about decoupage papers is I tend to use a white background where I'm going to place the decoupage. You don't have to do this, but whatever background color is behind your decoupage is what's going to show through. If there's bright white designs in the decoupage and you have a white base, they're going to be really bright white. If you have a darker base, then they're going to look more muted. So whatever you're going for, just keep that in mind, okay? So here is our Peach Damask. The first thing I'm going to do is kind of size it up and see where it's going to lay on it, okay? I'm not going to worry about cutting down the sides very much. They don't have to be perfect because once it's dry, we can just sand off the edges and it will cut it precisely to the furniture. But I do want to trim down this piece so I'm not overlapping the other decoupage. But in case you're wondering, yes, you can overlap decoupage and you can layer it to create different looks, which is kind of fun. All right, so I'm going to go here and hold my decoupage paper where I want it and trim right down that line. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I just want it pretty close. When it totally dries, I can even sand down in between the edges and clean up the edge if I need to. So I'll trim it just a little bit more. Sometimes I'll trim the decoupage a little bit smaller than I need it to be. And then I will glaze around the edges of it. And then this is going to help create some dimension in your furniture or wall art. So I'm going to trim off my edges just a little bit. Like I said, they don't have to be perfect. But if we have that much excess, I am going to trim it. And I'm going to set this aside because you can save your extra pieces and use them on other things. So now that I have it all placed and I know where I want it, I am going to take my varnish and we're going to glue it down. So I put a generous coat of varnish down. And then I will apply the decoupage over top. Because this decoupage paper is porous, it's kind of a mesh material, so it has little holes in it. It's going to suction right down to my piece very easily. All right, so I have that all applied. And then I'm gonna take my decoupage and just place it right over the top. The other thing I really love about Redesign with Prima's decoupage paper is that if I mess up or get a wrinkle, I can lift it and then I can place it back down. Which, if you've worked with decoupage paper, you know how big of a deal that is. It's not completely permanent until it's dried. Then I can really kind of press and get it any crevices. Now it's glued on. With traditional decoupage paper, I would wait until it was completely dried and then I would put my top coat over it. With the new Prima decoupage paper, I can do it right now, which is really cool and it's going to save you a lot of time. So I'll go ahead and just place my varnish right over the top. That's another reason I like using varnish, is you can just, it's your sealant, your top coat as well. Any type of water-based varnish is typically okay to use to apply decoupage paper. Okay, perfect. Now I'm gonna let it sit, let it dry at least probably 4 to 6 hours, and then I can go ahead and sand off the edges and we're done.